Oh, okay. Greg, thank you very much for taking the time to join this call, right? I mean, we this is the analogy that I like, while
Right.
talking to end users like yourself. We build race cars, right? But we don't get to race them. You guys race them. So I'm always curious about, hey, are we doing a good job, right? I want to know how well it's working for you guys, and that's what I get excited about. So we can get started. If you could please introduce yourself, your role, your day-to-day responsibilities, activities you do. We can start with that, and then if you could please, introduce your organization. We can start there. Yeah.
Okay. So, my name's Greg Glenn. I'm operations manager here at Sunland Logistics.
Okay.
We are a 3PL company
Yep.
um, with sites all over the U.S.
Yep.
So, as far as the load proof, you always hear the customers get the product and hey, I'm missing something or
Yep.
something's damaged
Yep.
or whatever it is. So we were introduced to load proof. It's about we've had it almost 2 years now.
Nice. Nice. Okay.
And it has saved us numerous times.
Okay.
Again, we get our customer calls us telling us because like I said, we're 3PL, so we ship to our customer's customer, and we get calls or emails and hey, this the customer got their order and they're missing a pallet or they're missing a box.
Yep.
Um, we pull up that order, we send it to our customer, say, hey, here's it loaded on the trailer.
Yep.
And the way that we do it, we take a picture of every row.
Yep.
So we put two pallets side by side, we take a picture, two more pallets side by side throughout the whole truck. So we capture every row. Um, and we were able to send those pictures back and say, hey, here it is on the truck when it's left.
Yep.
So that's not our issue once it leaves here.
Yep.
So but it has been very beneficial for us.
Great, great, fantastic. So, what was that problem you were trying to solve? Is it like some kind of a freight claim issue, or is it some kind of a retailer chargeback issue? Is it some kind of a? I understand the overarching goal is that to prove that hey, we did our job right, as a
Right.
3PL.
So,
That yeah. What,
so yeah, it's basically a claims process. Our customers file a claim against us, and in the past,
yeah.
we would eat those.
Yeah.
Like okay, we said it shipped. We can't prove it shipped.
Yep.
The customer didn't get it is all we know. The claim comes back on us.
Yeah.
So that and those charges mount up
Yeah.
over time. So,
Yeah.
and again, it's really saved us numerous times in the last couple of years.
Got it. So is that claim for the damages or shortages, overages? What are those claims for?
A
Is it
little
a
bit of
broken
both.
pallet? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much everything. If they say, hey, this was damaged, this product was damaged when it arrived. The LTL carriers, hey, it was damaged when we got it.
Yeah.
What they say. So we pull up those pictures and say, hey, here it is on the truck.
Yeah.
It left here in good shape.
Yeah.
So they're able to push those claims back onto the carriers.
Got it, got it, got it. And how did you hear about LoadProof? How did you guys hear about LoadProof?
That I
Yeah.
do not know. That would come above me.
Okay.
It was our district manager had actually come through, and I think he's actually got an invite to speak as well. But he's over sites in Charleston as well as South Carolina.
Okay.
And he's implemented load proof in all of his sites.
Okay.
And he brought it on to us. And I want to say there was one of our other sites had it, and he got it from somewhere. So
Got it.
He implemented it here, and we love it. So
Okay, great. And what was the situation like before, right? I mean, what was it? How painful was it when someone files a claim or when someone reports a problem and you guys are in the 3PL business? And how did LoadProof change? How was it before and how was it after? If you could please talk about all the pains you guys had, all the challenges you guys had, and how much time you would spend on collecting and having meetings and talking to your team and all that, and how did that change after LoadProof is implemented?
yeah. So previously, what would happen? We would get a claim, and we'd have to put a team together and research it and try to see what happened. Was a pallet left off or was product damaged? And we put our heads together and we would do a CAR, on how to correct the actions, how to prevent it from happening in the future.
Yeah.
So again, like you mentioned, time was spent in meetings.
Yeah.
That's taking people off the floor.
Yeah.
Our team and getting together in a room to sit and talk.
Yeah.
And we implemented LoadProof. So now it's basically, hey, we get an email, here's a claim.
Yeah.
I pull up that picture and I'm like, okay, we don't have to do nothing else. I send that picture back to the customer and say, hey, here it is.
Okay.
So it's cut down on a lot of time and it's cut down on money. And it's, they ask us, hey, do you have pictures of this? This is what they're telling us.
Great.
Now, so they're very pleased with it also.
Okay. And what does that team look like, right? I mean, how would you, what is that
so
team
we would have our site manager,
okay.
Myself, an operations manager, probably a supervisor, and a few team members off the floor, forklift operator or loaders,
yep.
Taking them off the floor, and, just to try to get a team from everybody, the CSRs.
Yeah.
We would try to get one of each in the meetings to sit and talk on what we can do to make it better, to prevent it.
Yeah, yeah. And that would happen for every single claim that you guys get?
It depended on the type of claim. Like,
okay.
If it was something minor, it depended on how much, how big it was. If it's a whole pallet, then yeah, every time.
Yeah.
Saying they didn't receive a pallet. A lot of times pallet gets lost.
Yeah.
Once it leaves here, especially LTL carriers, they unload them somewhere and they get mixed in with something else.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was time consuming.
Got it. So now what happens? I mean, now with LoadProof, you guys log into the LoadProof portal, you go and find the picture, and then you're sharing that picture, or you are just, telling them that we got it, or you're emailing them the photos. What is the process?
Oh yeah, I'll send them the pictures of the LoadProof pictures, and I send them, everything throughout the whole thing, the paperwork, every picture that we've got. I say, here's our pictures. Once it was loaded, we don't know what happened after that, but this is what it looked like when it left our facility.
Got it. And what and all you guys document as part of that? Is it typically LTL trucks, or is it FTL, or you're doing both? And what and all, you guys document along with,
our process is to take everything that's loaded on a truck or a container, whatever it is, everything we shipping out of here should have a LoadProof picture.
Okay.
Just to cover us. We just recently got one where the container got to the port and it got rejected because our tie guard was real loose.
Okay.
So I was able to pull those pictures up. Well, the tie guard looked good when it left here. So what had happened was some of the product shifted.
Okay.
The drums, a lot of times we have drum product problems with them shifting. So it shifted and pulled the tie guard loose. So we're able to send them what it looked like when it left here. So
great. So now life is so much better. I mean, how much time you're saving, or you're having to.
It's basically 5 minutes less, to come in to pull up the LoadProof, send it to the customer, say here it is, and there's no more of getting people together and saying, okay, this is what happened, or it's also a training tool too. So if we do pull up pictures and say, hey, we can get their loaders in here to show them what their load looked like. If the load wasn't loaded right, we're able to pull our guys in, and it's a training moment that we use for tools. Say, okay, this is what it looked like when it left here, and then we're able to pull up good pictures and say, hey, this is what it should have looked like when it left here.
Yeah. I mean, especially with 3PL, right? I mean, there is always some kind of a labor challenges, right? You guys are getting people, new people, training people. So definitely. All those things, it's helpful as a training tool as well.
Right.
Okay. So if you could please list down, the key benefits that you guys are, getting out of LoadProof, what would that be? Obviously, the first one is, you have this immediate, proof that you can show to your customer, whoever is filing the claim, this is the first thing. Hey, guys, look at this, right? The product left in perfect condition. The second one is, you're using it as a training tool. So what are the key benefits that you guys have with LoadProof?
Yeah. So the biggest one, like you just mentioned, the biggest one is cutting back on claims against us.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's really, they come to us, as far as the claims go, hey, this is a Sunland issue. No, it's not anymore, because we've got our LoadProof pictures. so they're able to pass that on to the carriers. I would say, the next thing is time. There's a lot less time. Once it comes through, like I said, less than 5 minutes, I'm able to pull those pictures up, send them back, and we're not having to put a team together to sit for an hour or so and have people off the floor to talk. Third thing is our training tool. We can pull up pictures of good and bad loads if they send it out bad.
Yeah.
Show them what they did wrong. It's a teaching moment.
Yeah. And how much your claims have come down now? Your carriers or whoever that you folks are working with, your supply chain operators, they are realizing, oh my God, if I file a claim with these guys, they're going to push back on me with the photos, right? That's like hey, you know what? There is no point in me filing a claim. Let me do some digging on my side first and really figure out, right? Is that what is happening, and how has that gotten better?
We've seen a few issues like that. So we've seen a few where the customer come back and say, hey, the carrier said they damaged something, damaged a product, so the customer's going to receive something short. So yeah, we've seen a few issues like that. So I guess like you said, they realize, hey, they probably got pictures of it. Let's go ahead and cover ourselves and say we damaged it and be done with it.
Yeah. Approximately, right? Approximately, very high level. How many dollars you think you guys would have saved with LoadProof?
Again, that may be our site manager that level. I don't see those numbers.
Okay.
So that would probably be more coming from him, of the dollar amount, the one that's doing the invoicing and stuff that they see.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Is it fair to say, at least, because if you have 5 people, one coming from each department, a CSR, a site manager, a claims processing person, right? All these people are sitting there and talking about this for like 30 minutes and then researching this and trying to figure out what exactly happened. All that time is saved, right? All that is.
Right. That's dollars right there.
Correct, real dollars. And then if there is any damage, and like you said, hey, we'll just eat it and we'll just replace it and things like that, right? That inventory cost is also quite a bit, right? Would it be fair to say at least $10,000, $20,000, something like that per month?
We've had some probably up in that range total.
Okay.
We are allowed a certain amount of claims damage.
Correct.
Stuff here, so with it. Again, I don't know those numbers.
Fair enough.
But we're allowed a certain amount, but that does it comes back on our customer complaints and how we score versus our customer.
Correct. That's when you're running an operation, you got to have some room for things like that, right? That's part of operations. That's part of logistics. That's part of supply chain that you folks have to deal with. Okay, that makes sense. So as an operations manager, right? You have used it for more than 2 years now, and would you recommend anybody that is like yourself in that role, running operations for a 3PL, supporting OEMs, brands? Would you recommend LoadProof to them?
Oh yeah, we've talked to some of our other sites. We're trying to get that implemented, and I want to say some more have joined on.
Yeah.
But yeah, we definitely trying company wide. We're trying to get everybody on board and show them the benefits of using it.
Okay, so. Great. So you have anything else that you would like to share? Like I mentioned, we get excited because you guys are the ones that are doing the racing. We don't get to race them.
Well, so I like that. I like the fact that you can pull it up from any time. A lot of programs only store data up for so many days or months or whatever, and we're shipping a lot of containers out of here, so they're on the water for months.
Yeah.
May not get it until 4 or 5 months from now. And, we're able to go back and pull those up as well.
Okay.
Which is very beneficial to us. One thing I would like to maybe, if there's an improvement to it, would be able to zoom in when you take the pictures. Like on and there may be a way to do it.
It's there. Yeah, it's there. You can zoom it in. You can zoom it in. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Like when a lot of our guys have it on their phone.
Yeah.
They're just when you go to like try to, like when you're doing a regular picture, you kind of click on it and spread your fingers, but when you do that, it takes the picture.
Yeah, there is a line that will come up. Oh, pinch. You're saying implement the pinch capability. See, there is a line that will come and you can move that up and zoom it in.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can do
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Well, that's good to know. I
Yeah.
can share that
Yeah.
information. That was
Yeah.
the only thing, because I've been trying to. I'm like, I want to zoom in and get this.
Oh, you're
I'm
trying to
do
pinch. Okay, we are
Yeah.
okay. We'll make sure we change that to pinch. So when you pinch it, you can zoom it in. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll make
Yeah.
sure that happens. Yeah, yeah. And
No,
one
no,
more
that's
thing
pretty
is
good.
we have something called LoadProof Viewer that is available for your mobile device, because everyone is using mobile device. See, today you have to go to the browser to retrieve the photos, right?
Right.
We have another app called LoadProof Viewer, and you can use that. You can use that and look at the photos right from your mobile device. You don't have to go to your computer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We'll send an email to you, and you guys can play with it. We are giving it away for free for everyone now, so you guys can use
Okay.
it. That's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, nice. So, I mean, that's all I have. Anything else that you would like to share, or anything else about LoadProof that would make your life easier, even better?
Not at this moment. It's
Okay.
really helped us out.
Okay.
It's a very good program, and
Awesome.
we enjoy it.
Awesome.
Like I said, it's really saved us some headache.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Glenn.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Yeah. Thank you for taking the time to share this feedback. This means a lot to us, and we'll keep on, making it better. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you
Sounds
for the
good.
time.
I appreciate it. Good talking to you.
Thank you for the time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mhm.